Greetings and salutations, welcome to another edition of the YouTube channel Too Many Plugins in Delta X-Ray. I'm your host Alex. Today we stream Battlefield 4 Operation Firestorm 2014. The map you have also on Battlefield 3, but then this is the 2014 Battlefield 4 version.
Here's your medkit. There's your medkit. Pick it up. Here's your medkit. Pick it up. Soldiers, attack this objective. There's your medkit. Go get it. Here's your medkit. Charge is set at objective Alpha. I got your medkit.
Holy moly.
Pick up the medkit.
Charge on objective Alpha has been defused by the enemy.
Here's your med. Pick it up.
Okay, so we are back on the 4500. Unfortunately, Windows 11 is a completely broken pile of crap. All sorts of problems now, games that don't launch. MSI Afterburner, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The game just crashes when I run MSI Afterburn. Just with overlay, so performance overlay. Sometimes if I overclock it, it works. The video card, sometimes it doesn't. All these problems I never had in Windows 11. Windows 10. Never. Only in Windows 11 I have this garbage.
There's your medkit. Pick it up.
Objective Alpha has been destroyed.
Here's your med. Pick it up.
Oh my god. This is, by the way, an awesome map. And you can see also the failure of creativity, because even in Battlefield 6 they again released this map, you know? Operation Firestorm, you know? So you can see how creatively bankrupt they are, you know? This map was in 2014. In 2011 it was used. 2013, so Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. And then in 2042 I think had also Operation Firestorm in Portal. So yeah. That's crazy, guys. You over there.
There's a hostile sniper at your location.
Yeah, awesome map this. Operation Firestorm, it really is. But you need to see also the, you know,
Charge is set.
the complete,
Here's your medkit.
you know, lack of creativity, you know, that we need to keep on, you know, remastering the same maps over and over again, you know. So yeah, guys, just pick up your cheap copy or your old copy of Battlefield 4 or 3. You will have a great time, you know. So, because that's what you get in Battlefield. Even many people say that this is one of the better maps, you know. And you go like, yeah, okay, but that map was already in Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, 2042, and
Throwing grenade.
Battlefield 6, you know. So.
There's your medkit. Pick it up.
So are we a little bit creative bankrupt? Yeah, we are, you know. They keep on selling us the same slop, you know. And I swear to God, between Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, There's a little bit of a graphical improvement, you know. But then in Battlefield 6, you know, this map, yeah, it has some graphical improvements also, but it's very minor, man. You know, there's really not so much between it, you know. If you put Battlefield 4, this map in very high resolution, you know, and graphical detail, then, you know, there's really not so much between it. If you see people playing this game on YouTube, then I have to say, on YouTube you see people play this game compared to Battlefield 4. Very little between it, you know. Closing the door, you know. I close the door while all the walls are destroyed. You know, illusion of safety, you know. Yeah.
Just armed objective Alpha. Enemy snipers operating somewhere to your west.
Fun times. You know, that's a little bit the problem, you know. They keep on selling us the same slop, you know. I don't want to say that this is slop because it's actually really a good map, you know. But, you know, let's face it, you know. Are we now already so long just, you know, feeding people the same stuff? God damn, I wanted to jump on top of the tubes, man. What was that all about? Holy moly.
Here's your med kit.
My stupidity was that I jumped.
Tracking in this machine gunner approaching from your west.
And then this even runs on old hardware. And in Battlefield 6, you need already to have like a really quite beefy graphics card, you know, and a CPU also. CPU is a little bit relative. I mean, it plays even on a 45 and a 5500 pretty well. But you know, GPU, you need a good NVMe drive, you know. So yeah, you just play this, you know. Okay, what do we need to attack now?
Requesting orders. Waiting for orders, over.
Stepping out! There appears to be an enemy sniper.
Here's your med kit. I got your med kit. Here's your med kit. Med kit. Seat it up.
You see all these guys over here now playing, you know. Some of them is people that play a very long time, and a lot of people that see Battlefield 6 and they think about, you know, about the upgrade they need to do in their PC, and then $70 for the game, and then maybe even season passes, and you know, all of a sudden being very Call of Duty like, you know, Battlefield 6, and people just go like, man, I'm just gonna go back to my old, you know.
Go get it.
Holy moly, son.
I need a mechanic over here.
Get your med. Pick it up. Here's your med kit.
Yeah. And it's always what you have, you know. When a new game comes out, you know, if it's a little bit disappointing. And there's also some people that just cannot afford to make a big upgrade in their PC and spend another $70 on a game, you know. And many times the older games, they all of a sudden pick up again. I saw that also when Battlefield 5 came out, was kind of crappy also. That the player base of Battlefield 1 went up like crazy. When Battlefield 2142 came out, then even the player base of Battlefield 5 went up like crazy, you know. And some of it is just people who economically can't afford it. But let me tell you, I think it's a big sign actually that you know, maybe graphically then games are evolving, but in many other things, like all the politics in there, very poor performance, all the time higher system requirements, you know, I think is the reason why, you know, and also, yeah, modern developers being very creatively bankrupt, you know, that you see that a new game comes out, you know, and that there's a big group of people that goes back and plays the old games that were more or less like the new one, only better. Maybe not in graphical fidelity, but you know, in gameplay and everything else it's better, and less political stuff in it, you know. So I think that also shows that the more we so-called advance, you know, are advancing, we are actually, you know, going backwards, basically. In terms of creativity, in terms of, you know, those kind of things, you know. In terms of art, in terms of innovation, we're going backwards. And technology, by the way, is not innovation, eh? Just because you have all of a sudden, you know, better hardware available to push more, to push higher graphics, you know, that is not a part of creativity. That's not a part of artistical evolution, you know. That is just you taking profit of the fact that technology is advancing, you know. See what I mean? I think today it's a little bit that, you know. Today the developers are not creative. They only use all this great technology we have today, you know, to then quickly slap something together, you know. And then, yeah, look, we have more photorealistic graphics, you know. But then all the other things in the game are crap. And then they say, well, we just put some ray tracing in, because ray tracing is also way more easy for developers. Huh? You know why there's so much pushing ray tracing? It's to sell you better graphics cards and better hardware. But there's another reason for it also. Ray tracing is way easier to program than rasterized rendering, you know, like this, rasterized rendering, you know. Ray tracing is for the developer easy, you know. Much easier than programming light in like this you see over here, in rasterized, you know. This is all just programmed. This is not, there's no ray tracing going on over here, you know. And this is way harder to do, and this is why developers push so much for ray tracing, because in the long term, ray tracing is going to be easier for the developers to develop games. It's just easier. Yeah. And of course, for the console makers and the hardware makers, of course, they want to sell you graphics cards with ray tracing and consoles with ray tracing, and you know, and then to compensate for not optimizing it, you know, and the performance hit that ray tracing then gives, and they don't optimize because they have so easy programming and developing. They compensate with that by then sticking fake frames in there. In other words, frame generation. So this all, you can all think, more beautiful graphics, this and that. No, it's actually basically a little bit laziness on the side of the developers. The idea of ray tracing, that in the future, like now, ray tracing is sort of mid-game edited sort of in it. the idea of ray tracing that there's gonna be one day that actually the entire game is developed by using ray tracing, and when in the future it really develops and evolves, then there's gonna come a time that it's actually way easier again to make video games, you know. A bit also like Unreal Engine, you know, has made it also way easier for developers to just instead of create your own game engine and then program it, to just you know, use already a pre-programmed game engine. Then you can use assets even to stick in the game that you can buy, you know, and make your game like that, instead of you need to create your own game engine and create all your assets yourself. Now you buy assets and you place them in your game, or you know, you buy assets and then you modify those assets for your game. You don't develop from scratch assets. You see what I mean? So all of this in the end, using Unreal 5, using ray tracing, is just to please the developers and the hardware manufacturers, of course. So yeah.
Here's your med kit. There's your med kit.
There
Pick
appears
it
to
up.
be an enemy, A2 soldier, east of your current location.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up. There's your med kit. Go get it.
I have eyes on a hostile tank west of your location.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up.
Where did he went? He's gone? You saw that or not? One of my bodies fell down. By the way, if you want to play this game in Battlefield 3, do not forget to update your punk buster. Holy moly. You gotta really manually update your punk buster, otherwise you cannot play online. The servers will throw you out. Most servers, not all servers. Most servers run on punk buster, and those ones are gonna immediately throw you out.
I got your med kit. There's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med kit. Pick it up.
Looks like we have a sniper operating east of your position.
Here's your med. Pick it up. Here's your med. Here's your med kit. Pick it up. There's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med. Stand by, get ready to fire! Hostile personnel! There's your med kit, pick it up! I really like me up! There's your med kit, go get it! I got your med kit!
Take care of my buddies over here. Guys. Yes, I got him. With the shock pedals. Son of a bitch. Come on, guys.
I got your med kit! Here's your med, pick it up!
What's your life? Give me your life. Show me your life.
Charge on objective Alpha.
There's your med kit, go get it! Here's your med kit, pick it up!
We mark objective Bravo.
Here's your med kit!
Holy moly. God damn. Oh no, go here. With my buddies.
Here's your med!
Oh, I could just throw him still a pack. A health pack.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med kit. Go get it. Pick up your med kit. Here's your med kit. Pick it up.
I've set the charge on objective Bravo.
There's your med kit.
Charge is on objective Alpha.
Here's your med. Here's your med kit. Pick
Spotted
it
a
up.
hostile sniper. Your position.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up.
We now control objective Alpha.
Here's your med.
Goddamn tank.
Here's your med.
Listen on. Enemy soldiers just
I got your med
north
kit.
of your position. Get the hell back here, soldier. We need you.
There's your med kit. Pick it up.
All right, we gotta keep moving on.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up. There's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Requesting orders.
Advised on a hostile heavy armor just south of your location.
Here's your med. Here's your med. Pick it up. Pick up your med kit. There's your
Oh my god.
They got me pinned down. Here's your med kit. I need you to attack this objective.
Again dead. Don't have a gun. Holy moly. So yeah, Windows 11 is a broken pile of crap, really.
We got the charge set at objective Alpha.
Here's your med. Thanks, Doc. Go get it.
East of the third position, it looks like there's a hostile machine gunner.
There's your med kit. Pick it up. Got your med kit.
Charge on objective Alpha.
Here's your med kit. Go get it.
Charges set on objective Alpha.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med kit. Pick it up. There's your med kit. Pick it up.
Holy moly.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up.
Yeah, guys, so in a moment I would really like to go back, you know, to Linux. Of course, a lot of things are not gonna work on Linux, but let me tell you, what a terrible experience Windows 11 is. It really is a terrible experience. I had so many problems already in the last 1.5 months that I'm running that garbage on 2 different PCs. Very, very, very crappy. Fuck, we lost it. I cannot do that. Now it worked. Whoa.
Here's your med kit.
Oscar Mike!
Here's your med.
I can give you a ride. Get in the vehicle.
Here you go there, guys. I go here.
We've just armed objective Bravo. Charge on objective Bravo has been defused by the enemy.
Here's your med. Go get it. Here's your med. Pick it up. Here's your med. There's your med kit.
Holy moly. Yeah, lovely attack, guys. Doing well.
Pick it up.
One survived. None of them survived? Oh my god. Okay, one is still alive.
Here's your med. Pick it up.
Objective Bravo charge has been
Oh, fuck.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med kit. Go get it.
Where the hell are we now? On an aircraft carrier. Oh god. So do we have a boat here we can take or not? Oh, somebody came just falling.
Here's your meds. Go get it.
go, go, go!
Can we swim?
What is the objective?
But what happened to the water also? If I look in modern games, the water looks many times really crappy. This water looks really well. I couldn't even go inside.
Let's go, go! I need you to attack this objective. Heads up! Spotted an enemy machine gunner to north of your...
I knew it was gonna explode. That's why I jumped. Oof! Somebody firing on me. You see that or not?
I have eyes on an enemy tank north of your location.
Here's your med.
Spotted a hostile sniper just north of your position.
Here's your med.
Oh my god!
Here's your med kit. Go get it. Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med.
We're getting out of here!
There's your med kit. Pick it up. There's your med kit. I got your med kit. Here's your med kit. Here's your med kit. Pick it up.
This guy I already played with, Artyom 0228. Not the first time I see that name.
There's your med kit. Go get it.
Yeah, guys, Battlefield 4 is still a lot of fun. And if you take all of this and you look at the modern, so-called, you know, Battlefield 6, then did we really evolve so much? Not so much graphically. For many years, everything just stagnated, you know.
There's your med kit. Go get it.
Yeah,
Got us operating north of your location.
Here's your med.
gaming really stagnated.
Here's your med kit.
Generational improvements, they are really small now, you know. We don't have any more yet in the old times that you went from, you know, from one generation to the other, and it was a huge evolution, you know.
Here's your med kit.
For many years, it's not really like that anymore.
The enemy has defused the charge on objective Alpha.
There's your med kit. Pick it up.
Where did he went? Don't, son. Ah, fuck's sake.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up. Pick up your med kit. There's your med kit. Pick it up. Here's your med. Here's your med. Go get it.
Bravo has been set.
Here's your med kit. Pick it up.
My god, I was stuck behind something, man. Fucking rock or something. What was that all about? We lost, but it was a good game anyway. This one I don't like so much. I'll look for another map. There's again a map with too much slack space between it. Why do I keep it for today? Play a little bit later on. By the way, really bad weather in Portugal. It's like 80 kilometer per hour wind gusts and rain, and it's really, really bad today. Anyway, guys, later on we'll play a little bit more. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching and listening. And as always, catch you next time. Cheers and beers.